what we are now going to do is drill down the next layer, which is where we start to break out from a pyramid perspective into kind of a one-to-many relationship. So this is all the background and context for our 2030 vision. Now we're going to go into our imperatives and goals and look at actually how they break down, in this case, into 7 imperatives and goals that we wanted to track as an organization. Again, I have chosen in this case to link imperatives and goals. I've got imperatives with a goal statement next to them. They could be separate, they could be 2 layers. I haven't often seen these 2 as layers. I've kind of seen them as interchangeable, so that's how I built it. But there's nothing functionally stopping you from having these as 2 completely different things, if that's how you defined it in your organization. The key here is that I've broken down my 2030 vision into 7 imperatives. I've got a goal that I want to achieve with each of those imperatives. And alongside that, I've ranked them. So I know which ones are my most important from the business perspective for this cycle. And I therefore can start to get things like a confidence score and a percentage attained, which will be coming from the objectives and key results that we'll look at shortly. You can see how many objectives we've got under each of these. And you may or may not start to add additional components to this. So again, a lot of customers would stop initially with just that, breaking it down into the 7 items. Some will start to assign budget and benefit statements to this layer. So you can actually start to have a cost and a benefit associated to each goal within the organization, giving you kind of an ROI for that goal level. And you may also start to bring in concepts here like value streams and links to value streams and products. Now, we're not going to go into kind of how value streams and product management comes into the clarity picture in today's session. There are other webinars on that and lots of good content about that. This is just to say that where you do have those concepts, it is likely that you'll want to link to them from your strategic components, so you can do so here as well. So in terms of the goals and the imperatives and the goals, again, we've ranked them. We've got confidence scores. I've used some of the conditional formatting, which is now really cool to show me the ones that are kind of low ROI that I might want to keep an eye on. And we can start to then leverage some of the widgets to get some cool stuff coming up around kind of, okay, what's my highest cost initiative? What's my highest benefit? Hopefully they're the same. In this instance, they're not. The one I'm spending the most money on is second in benefit. So maybe there's something to think about there. And they're both of my high priority or highest rank items are actually low ROI. Maybe it's because I have to do them. They're more of a must-have for me, and they're not about ROI. They're about some of the other objectives and key results, but maybe it's something I want to look at. So you're starting to get some of those insights by having screens like this and utilizing the widgets and the conditional formatting.